What's good, YouTube? It's Rage Real. So in today's video, I want to show you guys some gameplay versus the number 4 ranked player on Regs in Madden 22. So if you enjoyed this video, go and drop a like on the video right now. Go ahead and sub and turn on post notifications on. So let's go ahead and get into this. So basically, I'm gonna start off by showing you my depth chart, exactly how I set up my depth chart. Now the team that I chose to rock out with was the Dolphins. So actually, this is actually one of the rare times I actually got on Madden to actually play, just to play, because normally when I get on here, I'm only just getting schemes for you guys and different, like, you know, formations, getting gameplay, and after that I'm normally getting right off of Madden, and I just don't dedicate a ton of time to Madden. So essentially, I kind of was bored and I was getting ready to head out, and I said, you know what, let me actually hop on Madden, because I was actually waiting for them to be ready. And so I was like, let me just hop on Madden, play a quick game real quick, and, you know, just try out my scheme, because actually you guys might not know, but I don't really get to play with my scheme that often. It's unfortunate, but you know, I have to kind of just come on here and play a couple games so I can actually remember my own scheme. And so that's why this game you're going to see just, you know, it's kind of like a lot of weird reads I made, kind of bad reads, because, you know, if you stop playing with a certain offense, you're going to kind of, you know, got to figure it out and see how you're doing things again. So I'm just kind of showing you guys exactly how I set up my roster, and then after that I'm gonna be diving right into this gameplay. So I like to put my first string running back at the third down, and then the same thing for the power, so that way I know that my first string running back is always going to be in there. Now slot receivers, I like putting it up just like my depth chart, so Jalen Waddle, and then I'll have Fuller, and then I'll put Parker right here, or I can put Hearns. It depends. Not Hearns, 87 speed, Lord, not him. Parker, yeah, we'll be good like that. And finally, sub linebackers is what I want to talk about. So I like to move Jerome Baker to my third. So I put Eric Rowe at 89 speed right here as my user. And then my second linebacker, I actually love to put Brandon Jones right here, who's actually another 89 speed. Now, I know you probably look at Sheldon Redwine. Actually, yeah. So actually what I would do, I didn't even see him, so my gameplay, he's not going to be in there, but I would actually just put in him right here. So we got 90 speed, 92 acceleration right there in the box. So we got 89, 90. And if you want to, you can actually do it this way. So if you want to use him and then have him in the box, whichever one you want, you know. So this is probably how I would do it realistically. And slot corners, you just want too fast. So I believe they have Perry. So we have Perry right here, and a good thing that they actually have another 92 speed corner, which is actually Elijah Campbell right there. So this is exactly how I would do my roster. So let's go on and hop right into this game. So actually I ended up missing my first drive, so we are actually on the 1 yard line now. I did just run quarterback sneak, and now we're about to actually try it again, because he showed he could stop it, but I wanted to see if it was true quarterback sneak defense or if he just kind of got lucky. So right, we're gonna try to see if we can sneak it in there, and right there his user does shoot the gap and actually makes a tackle. So great job by my opponent right there. Now I probably should have mixed it up and ran something else, but I just wanted to test it out, you know. So regardless, all we gotta do is basically get a stop. And I actually did not know this was actually the number 1 ranked player. I should start off by saying, not number 1, excuse me, number 4 ranked. I just thought it was just a normal game. Like, I wasn't actually trying to record anything. I didn't record it until at the end, so I only caught, you know, everything after the first drive is what you're seeing now. So anyways, 3rd and 11, he makes a critical mistake right there. You cannot do that. You got to be aware where you are on the field, and we will capitalize on that. So right there, 1st and 10, we're going to go ahead and check it down to our running back. So we already have a drive in us, so I already have a feel for what he wants to do for defense. Now right here, I did have R1, but I didn't really want to throw it just because I didn't want to chance anything. So I decided just to take off with Tua and just live to fight another down. So right here, I like what I see versus the run, and we're all going to run the ball. Now I did do a little hezzy. Now I probably should have just kept going straight, but I thought Will Fuller would be able to seal him and I'll be able to catch the middle, but unfortunately that was not the case. So I believe he was trying to run 1-4-6 on me, and if you don't know how to set it up versus the run, you will get gassed, as you could tell, and so that kind of made him want to get out of it. Now right here was terrible by me, just terrible. He deserved a pick right there. That was, I can't throw that, you know, that is a dumb read right there, but we do get bailed out, fortunately. But right there, we are going to be able to find our receiver right there. Now I have no idea why Alan Hearns is in there. I never realized it, but I just realized he had 87 speed, so we were actually putting ourselves at a huge disadvantage having him in there. But right there, we do find the nice low ball in route to Jalen Waddle right there for the touchdown. So 1st and 10, and right here, this is just the defense that I give you guys. So the things that I give you guys, I actually run, you know. So a lot of times, you know, I'm not really hiding anything per se. The things that I put out is things that I run, or if I've seen it ran by somebody else, you know, I would give that person credit and all of that things. You know, I have no problem giving nobody credit, just because, like, at the end of the day, my job is making you guys better and make sure those you guys, you know, so you can actually be good at the game, you know, like, or see what other people doing and, you know, take from this guy, take from that guy. And, you know, I always try to make sure I give credit, you know, and if I forget, I always pin in the comments or say something in the comments about it. So regardless, let's go ahead and move on here. So this defense right here, like I said, you guys know this from Rain. But what I was trying to get you guys to understand is that he's not the creator of it, if that makes sense. He just kind of popularized it, if that makes sense. So what I mean by that is that this defensive style has been around in Madden for a long time. Like, you know, it's not a hard concept to put in Madden. You just want to play, it's because sometimes purples don't play far enough, so you put clouds, and it's essentially the same thing like that. But anyways, right here you can tell on offense, I have square wide open, and we are not going to be able to get our feet down just because I don't know, they don't like me. But anyway, got 2nd and 10 right here. Gonna make a great read right there to our R1. So we are 8 for 13, which some of these throws have been kind of bad by me. But right here, I see square, and then just look at this. Like, the balls are sailing. Like, I could tell why people need Gunslinger, because that probably would have been a completion with Gunslinger. But right there, 2nd and 10, bad read by me. So I am 8 for 15, which I probably have realistically about 3 incompletions that were my fault. And then you have some incompletions that are just like that, to where it's under pressure, inaccurate, and D linemen are shedding crazy. Now right here, I had R1 or X. I chose the wrong one. I thought that purple's gonna drop down, but it did not drop down, which means that he zone dropped it to that correct depth, and so that was on me, you know. So right here, 1st and 10, we just have to make sure that we do not give up any points. So he's gonna kind of run this little double crosser type of setup, which is really cool, but it just doesn't do as good of a job versus the shell of defense that I have out on the field. And for you guys that are wondering, I actually don't just sit in man all day every day. It just depends on what formation they run. It depends on what they're doing, and you guys are going to be able to see that in this game, that the things that I give y'all, everything that I've given on my defense, you guys are going to see implemented at some point into this game, which, you know, it's really cool, because, you know, I'm still just trying to make sure that you guys know what you guys are doing, and I want you guys to know that, oh, hey, he actually runs the things that he's giving out, or hey, these things he's giving out is actually working. So that's why I do like to mix in these kind of gameplays if I can find, you know, top people who I happen to run into, because I don't really go out messaging people trying to ask them for games or whatever. But right there, they did cheat him. I ain't gonna lie to you, he probably should have caught that. But anyways, like, I don't really go out and look for people. If I show gameplay, it's gonna be just like how you're seeing now, where I just kind of load up and I just happen to match it to somebody, you know. So anyways, you see right there, we did end up scrambling for 4 yards, so we do have 2nd and 6. And just look at that. I hope you guys seen that, because he just literally just disengaged, and it's crazy to disengage logic, and look, under pressure, inaccurate, and we just cannot get a completion. Like, that is crazy to me. So we ended up punting the ball, and then he ended up running out the clock. So we're at the 2nd half. So it's 9-0, which it should be a little higher for the score for us. But regardless, right here, I figured what kind of play he was running. We came back, lurked that, going and send our spy, and look at that. We actually get the sack right there. Thankfully, they did not let him throw the ball away. So I guess he liked what he's seen. He's seen something he liked. So watch this. This is one of the rare times you guys aren't going to be able to see my coverage shell, but I essentially switched to the zone and threw some man coverage out there. And then right here, I actually sent my spy right the correct time, and we went over and lurked them with the crazy pick right there by Jason McCourty. So man, great play right there. So 1st and 10 for us, and we're gonna go ahead and run the ball, because I'm trying to get better at running the ball. You know, it's easy to forget about because I love to pass the ball so much. Now I started trying to click and see, okay, I know exactly what he's doing. Now I'm going to start targeting exactly what he's doing, because right there I knew that purple was not going to be able to play that route, and we have a nice touchdown right over his head. So they actually prompted me to go for 2, and I decided, okay, why not? And I picked halfback base. And so right here, I'm just doing a couple of dummy audibles, and as you can tell, I thought I was gonna be able to get in there, but they actually give good fight animations for everybody else other than me. But he's gonna be coming out single back, tight Y off. And I know this play has like a lot of bomb type of plays in it, so that's why I definitely have my deep half on the field. And right here, my user somehow stumbled. I have no idea, but he had a wide open guy the whole time. Now watch this. He actually did not playmaker him. He actually turned and by himself and ran up. That's why I came at that angle, because he was going to throw me a pick, but somehow he actually turned at the perfect time, which is absolutely crazy, you know. So anyways, you know, he's going to hurry up offense. You know, he got a big play, so of course he wants to keep the momentum. Now this is my fault. I thought I was on a 3-rec, and then I realized I wasn't. You see my user try to go back over there, but at that point it is going to be too late, and he gains about 15 right there. So you can tell he just picked up 2 big chunk plays just like that, and he's already in the red zone, you know. So I decided to switch my defense up right here. Decided to go a different style of match, and I should have followed that route, but I thought my quarter flat was gonna be able to pull down on it, but he got pulled back. So great read by my opponent. He is 3 for 10. So man, we are playing defense, and he's battling himself. So we're gonna try to close the door right here, not let him to get in that end zone. So you see right there, I do shoot the gap, dumb out the lineman, go ahead and make the tackle for the 1-yard loss. So gonna bring up 2nd and goal for us. Now right here, pretty unfortunate what happened. You're gonna be able to tell I was able to wrap around, but for some reason they kind of slowed me down as I was wrapping around. So thankfully we still kept him out the end zone. So 3rd and goal, it's really hard to shut out somebody on the goal line when they're running different plays. And right here, you could tell he just is going to be able to bully his way into the end zone. So he tried to go for 2. It was wide off trips that he came out in, I believe, was the formation. So like I said, I gave you guys the setups that I really love versus the run. You'd be able to tell there was nothing open. Like, there was literally nothing he could have done. The only chance he had was throwing the bubble, and even at that point, you know, that's still a little sketchy read by itself. So 1st and 10, you know, 6 to 15. So as long as we score, we're good. Right there, we are going to low ball. And like I told you guys, anytime they shade over the top, you will have those in routes open pretty much every single time, and that's something not a lot of people utilize. So if you want to run man against me, you're pretty much going to struggle a lot, especially once I start clicking and start, you know, getting the rhythm going. It's right there. We do get a nice game, get a little sticky, but he's just too slow, so he can't outrun anybody else. But that's fine because we are in the red zone at this point. So 1st and 10, decided to run the ball, get a nice fortunate animation right there, and we pick up 8 yards just right off the back. So right here, I decided to milk the clock some, and we are going to go ahead and run it into the end zone. So I actually did not pick this play, but I just wanted to test out that tight end slant to see like if I could throw it in the back corner of the end zone. Really stupid read. I had no business throwing that. I just kind of threw it just because. So yeah, we don't convert the 2-point conversion. So he's gonna come back out in single wide trips, and this is actually defense that I already put out for you guys, showing how I like to invert my coverages if I get enough time to show you, but I didn't. But I actually inverted my coverage, and you could tell everything just pretty much matched up really well, and our user just has nothing to do. He tried to send a spot. No, he tried to release a delay fade, which is a really good job, but his delay fade didn't release, and that's actually still a bug on Madden that I actually hate myself. He would have had a nice completion right there had his delay fade not glitched out, but it's all good for us at least. So right here, 2nd and 19, I was gonna lurk that in route. I knew he didn't want that. He tried to playbacker him. I have no idea why he throws that. It should have been a pick. That's a terrible read, but regardless, thankfully he didn't catch it. So he's gonna come out in trips halfback weak, which I'm actually pretty familiar with this formation because I believe I did an ebook on this formation for subs. So if you guys want that ebook, just let me know and I have it. You know, I could just, you know, it's only $15, so you send me 15 and then I would just be able to, you know, send you the 30-minute video of me breaking down, you know, my favorite setups and everything from that. So that's pretty much how my ebooks work. But right here we are talking about 4th and 6, and if we just hold, we're really good right here. Like, we're playing amazing defense, and right here I tried to bump Stephon Diggs, but I was not able to because I figured he was going to do some type of crosser because he's been doing crossers the whole entire game. So really we're good. There's almost no way he wins this game because he hasn't shown that he can really stop my offense. All my stops have come from me just making bad reads right there. That is a bad read by him. And we decided to get a little toxic, man, because I figured he was going to quit after this. So nice little pick right there. I tried to get a little stick work. Look at the little stick. But we weren't able to make nothing happen with it. So right here, he did not quit out. So I decided just to start kind of putting some concepts together. Now I had circle. I know you probably seen circle, but I was worried if he's gonna stop running this route, and I was gonna throw a pick. So I just decided to take off with Tua. Didn't want to do nothing too crazy. So right here, as you can tell, is like I'm kind of picking on his purple now at this point because you can only drop your purple once. You know, you can't drop, you know, double purples out there. You can't do all that because then you're gonna have somebody else open. Now right here, you might not have seen it, but I had a dot, and I'm actually gonna come back to the same exact concept because I knew it was gonna be open again. Right here, we do have enough time to throw it, and that's a nice little possession catch by us. So you see, we are 14 for 25 for 242 yards. And 2 touchdowns. So great game to my opponent. I played terrible. 56 completion percentage is terrible. So thankfully I was still able to get the win though. And I do want to show you guys that he is ranked number 4. But that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for this video. I do hope you have a blessed day. I'm Rage Rail, and I'm out.